Hi guys, it's Erin. Thank you for joining me today. Our sequence today is going to be a really nice, relaxing one. It's a really nice one to do for bedtime if you need to quiet down the mind, to decompress, and I would suggest if you have a couple of blankets, you can grab those to help prop underneath you to help you feel really nice and supported. And then you're going to need a little bit of wall space just towards the end of our practice. So we are going to go ahead and get started on our mats. We're going to lie down on our backs, extend our legs nice and long, just like you're setting up for Shavasana. If you haven't already, gently close down the eyes. Try to soften the area all around the eyes. Imagine the space between your temples widening. Jaw nice and soft. Tongue relaxes away from the roof of your mouth. Let the back side of your body feel nice and heavy against the mat. So taking our first few moments here, really just to be, to land on our mats. And let go of anything else that's going on outside of your practice. And really just let yourself be as you are and let this time be just for you. Take a natural breath in, natural breath out. Let your next inhale be a nice, full, deep one. Fill up through the chest, rib cage, feel your belly expand. And on your exhale, open your mouth and let it go. One more time like that. Inhale into your chest, rib cage, belly. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go, nice and easy. Go ahead and reach the arms up overhead. And we'll start with the left side. Begin to stretch through the left fingers. Try to stretch the left fingers away from the left hip, away from the left toes, lengthening along the left side of the body. And then we'll switch sides, reaching through the right fingers, breathing into that side body. And go back and forth a few times with your own breath. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Find what feels good in your body. Now let's stretch one more side on each time. One more time on each side. Breathing into our ribs, creating space all along the sides of our body. And then we'll find our way back to center. Bend the knees. Hug the legs in towards your body. Wrap your arms around your shins. Uttanasana. And find some movement here. Circling into the knees. You can make it as big or as small as you want. You can take the knees wide if that feels better. You just want to massage into the low back, into the sacrum, maybe even a little bit into the glutes. Go ahead and reverse direction. Bring your arms out to cactus arms. Let the elbows be a little bit lower than the shoulders. Inhale at center. And then just a little bit of core here. As you exhale, let both knees fall over to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, knees to the right. One more on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, knees to the right. Inhale, back up to center. Bring your elbows inside of your knees and then reach down, hold on to the outside edges of your feet. Use the strength of your arms to begin to draw the knees down towards the armpits, coming into happy baby. Feel free to find a little bit of a sway here from side to side, or you can stay steady and still. If you want to deepen into this a little bit, you can try to lengthen through the tailbone. Take a nice full breath in, and as you exhale, draw the knees down just a little bit more. Hug the knees back in towards your chest, and then we'll land the soles of the feet down on the mat. Keep the left foot grounded down, and we're going to reach the right foot up towards the ceiling. Hold on to the back side of your right leg, either behind the leg on the hamstring or the calf, anywhere but against the knee. Press up through the ball mound of the right foot and the heel. And just nice and gently begin to deepen into the stretch. You want this to feel nice and good, a good stretch, nothing too intense. Go ahead and bend the right knee. And then hug the right knee, wrap your arms around the shins and hug that right knee up towards the right armpit. Give it a nice tight squeeze. Hold there for a breath. And then we'll switch out sides. Land the right foot down, extend the left foot up towards the ceiling. Hold on to the back side of the left leg. Press up through the ball mound and the heel of the left foot. Make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed down on your mat. Begin to bend the left knee, wrap the arms around the shin, and then hug the left knee towards the left armpit. Really squeeze it in nice and tight along the outside of the left side of the body. And then slowly release the left foot down to the ground. Hug both knees in, hold on to the undersides of the legs, and give yourself a little roll up and down, massaging along the spine. And then lift yourself up, cross over the shins, and we're going to meet in a tabletop position. So a few rounds of cat-cow to get our spine moving. We're going to do a little bit of right and left just to move the spine in every direction. So wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. With an inhale, look forward. Draw your chest through your arms, lift the tailbone up. Exhale, press through the hands, round through the shoulder blades, belly button to spine. Inhale forward. And exhale, round. Inhale forward. return back to a neutral spine. And take the gaze over your right shoulder, creating a C shape. Inhale back to center. Take the gaze over the left shoulder. And we'll go back and forth with our breath that way. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. One more time on each side. Inhale back to center. Shift your hips back towards your heels. Extend the arms nice and long in front of you. Coming into child's pose. Let your arms be nice and heavy on the mat, nice and relaxed. Let your hips feel nice and heavy. Snuggle your ribcage down between the thighs. Soften through the breath. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Begin to lift yourself up. Plant the palms down, lift the hips, curl the toes under, and then lift yourself to a nice, comfortable forward fold. You can walk towards the top of your mat. Take a really deep bend in the knees. You want to feel this belly to thigh connection. Traction out the spine, back of the neck nice and long. Crown of the head relaxes down towards the ground. Grab a hold of opposite elbows. And you can stay here in stillness, where you can find an easy sway from side to side. Find your way back to center. Lower your hands down towards the mat. With an inhale, fingertips to shins, lift up halfway. And then exhale, fold in. One more time like that. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Plant the palms down, bend the knees. Go ahead and step that left foot back. You might have to squiggle the right foot forward just a little bit to line up ankle underneath knee. Lower the left knee down. Top of the left foot comes down. So this is where you could grab your blocks if you want a little bit of height, but you don't necessarily need them. Just do what feels good in your body. Don't worry so much about alignment in this practice. Just really move with your breath and make sure that it feels really good and relaxing. Take a few rounds of breath here in your low lunge. You can press through the fingertips. Draw your chest forward. Breathe into the front side of that left leg. Now from here, begin to walk the hands back a little bit. You might need to slide this left knee back just a little bit. So we're going to begin to draw our hips back. So we want our hips stacked over the left knee. Come up onto the right heel, right toes tracking up towards your forehead so you feel the quad engage, coming into half split. With an inhale, lengthen out through the spine, all the way out through the crown of the head, and then exhale, fold in any little bit. Begin to bend back into that right knee. Slide the left knee a little bit forward if you scooted it back before. Plant the left hand down underneath the left shoulder, and with an inhale, right arm sweeps up towards the sky and then reaches back behind you. Open through the chest. Lower the right hand down. Curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, Step the left foot forward to meet the right. Forward fold. Bend nice and deeply into the left knee. Straighten into the right leg. Plant the left hand down in front of the left foot. With an inhale, sweep the right arm up to the sky. Easy twist. Right hand comes down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Bend deeply into the right knee. Plant the right hand in front of the right foot. Left leg straight. Draw this left hip back. And with an inhale, left hand comes up. Exhale, left hand comes down to the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold. Plant the palms. This time, step the right foot back. Lower the right knee down. Top of the right foot comes down. Left ankle directly under the left knee. Tent the fingertips. Try to square off through the hips. And with an inhale, draw your chest forward. Imagine sending your inhales all along the front side of that right leg. Let your breath be soft. Press through the left heel. Begin to shift the hips back. Notice if you need to scoot that right knee back just a little bit to line up hips over right knee. Come up onto the left heel, left toes tracking towards your forehead. Feel that quad engage so we can stretch all along the underside of this left leg. Come up onto your fingertips, hollow out your low belly. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. And then exhale, fold in. Begin to lift your torso up, bend back into the left knee, scoot the right foot or right knee forward a little bit if you need to. Plant the right hand down directly beneath the right shoulder, and with an inhale, sweep the left arm up. Now take that left hand behind you. Feel yourself nice and broad across the collarbones, shoulder blades drawing down your back. Let your neck be relaxed here. Left hand comes back down to the mat on the outside of the left foot. Curl the right toes under. Lift the right knee. And this time, plant through the palms. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Coming into plank just for a moment. And then lower the knees down and we'll meet in a tabletop position. We're going to bring our right knee towards our right wrist. And then swing the right ankle up towards the left wrist. So we're setting up for pigeon pose here. So if you have your blankets and you're going to want some support underneath this right side, go ahead and grab those before we begin to lower down. Begin to scoot that left leg nice and long behind you. Take a peek behind you and make sure that you're in line with the left hip point. Tent the fingertips. Make your spine nice and long. Try to square off through the hips as best you can. Inhale here and find that space. And with that space as you exhale, slowly begin to walk the hands forward. Lower yourself down to the ground. Try to find something to let your forehead relax down against. Whether it's on the floor, on your hands, if you have a block, you can prop yourself up. We want to support the head so then everything else can just soften, melting into our mats. you can stay right here if you'd like, or if you'd like to deepen into this a little bit more, you'll bring your right hand to the mat and take your left arm and thread it underneath the right. Bring the outside of the left shoulder to the mat. A little bit of threading the needle, a little twist in your pigeon. Press down into the right hand. If you've threaded the left arm under, slowly unthread. Begin to walk both hands back towards the right shin. Roll onto the outside edge of this right leg, and then swing the left leg around. You want to bring the right foot to the inside of the left leg. Left toes tracking up towards your head. Bring the left forearm down to the inside of the left leg. And then inhale, right arm up, and exhale, reach it over. Really nice side stretch here. Then inhale, lift yourself back up. Turn to square your shoulders towards your left foot. Draw the left toes back towards you. Inhale, nice and tall. And then exhale, fold in over the left leg. Begin to walk your hands back towards you. Lift your torso up. Bring your right hand behind your right hip, fingertips facing away from your body. Begin to press down through the right shin and then roll onto the inside edge of that left foot. Begin to lift your hips up. Sweep the left arm up overhead. Lift the heart center. Nice, easy back bend. Slowly lower yourself down. And we'll bring our hands back to the mat. Bring the left leg back behind you, and we'll reset, coming into table. And we'll switch out to the other side. Left knee comes up towards the left wrist, left foot towards the right wrist. Scoot the right leg nice and long behind you. Grab your blanket or a block. If you want a little bit of support underneath the left side, we really want to support that so we can stretch nice and deep into our muscles. Tent the fingertips. Slight engagement in the low belly. Try to square off through the hips a little bit. Inhale here. And then exhale. Begin to lower yourself down. Nice long spine as you lower the forehead down towards the mat. Try to soften through your shoulders. Let your jaw be slightly unhinged. Relax the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Feel free to stay right where you are for several more rounds of breath, or if you'd like to deepen into this pose, bring the left hand to the mat, and then thread the right hand underneath of the left. Bring the outside of the right shoulder down to the mat, side of the right side of the head down to the mat. Begin to root down through the left hand. Unwind the right one from underneath. Begin to walk the hands back towards you. Roll onto the outside edge of your left leg, and then swing the right leg around. Left foot comes to the inside of the right leg. Right toes track up towards your forehead. Right forearm comes down on the inside of the right leg. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And then exhale, hinge over. Left fingertips reaching towards the right toes. Inhale lifts you back up. Turn the shoulders to face towards the right toes. Inhale, lengthen up here. And then exhale, fold over the right leg. Relax your forehead down. Let the back of your neck be nice and long. Try to stay a little bit active in these right toes. Keep tracking them back towards your head. It's going to create a little bit more space for more depth to stretch into your hamstring. Let the shoulders be relaxed away from your ears. Nice and easy. Begin to walk your hands back towards you. Lift yourself back up. Place the left hand behind the left hip. Begin to root down through the left shin. Roll the right foot down just a little bit and then press into the shin and the right foot. Lift your hips up. Lift up behind your heart center. Right arm sweeps up overhead. Nice easy back bend. Slowly lower your hips back down. And then we're going to extend both legs long in front of us. Give the legs a nice wiggle. Loosen everything up. Feel the connection of your sit bones grounding down. If you want a little bit of elevation to help with your forward folds, you can place the blankets underneath of your seat. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. And then exhale, begin to hinge from the hips. Try to lead with your chest, collarbones nice and broad. Think about smiling collarbones. Keep the toes tracking towards your forehead. Inhale, lengthen a little bit more through the crown of your head. And exhale, fold in. Now you can begin to let your spine round a bit. Let your forehead relax down towards your legs. Let the arms be soft. You want nice, even, easy, steady inhales and exhales. Begin to walk your hands back towards you. Press into the fingertips. Lift your spine back up. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. You want to shift your hips towards your heels a little bit and come to lie down on your backs. Extend both legs long. Arms alongside the body. And just a few neck rolls just to massage into the back of the head, loosen into the neck. Inhale at center. Exhale, turn the head towards the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. exhale to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the edges of your mat. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, let the knees fall over to the left. Your head can stay up towards the ceiling, or you can turn the head towards the right to deepen into the stretching a little bit. Inhale back up through center. And with your exhale, let both knees fall over to the right. Head can stay up towards the ceiling, or it can turn towards the left. Inhale the knees back to center. And then nice and easy, roll your way onto your right side and press into the palms and lift yourself up. And we'll get ourselves situated for our Shavasana. We're gonna do legs up the wall for our Shavasana. So just take a moment, put on anything, any extra layers, maybe some comfy warm socks, grab a blanket if you think you need that, anything you need so you can just really settle in and feel comfy. So when you're ready, find your way up against the wall. You're gonna bring one hip or the other close to the wall, and then with as much grace as you can, you're going to lower yourself down, simultaneously swing your legs so the heels find the wall, and you can lower yourself down. So take a few minutes here to make any little adjustments, any little wiggles you need to feel nice and comfortable. There should be a little micro bend in the knees. The feet should feel nice and heavy against the wall. And the whole backside of your body should land nice and heavy on the ground. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, side out. One more time like that. Inhale. And exhale, let go. Let your body relax, enjoying the stillness. If you have the time, feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. And when you feel ready, begin to find some movement into the toes and into the fingers. Eventually bending into one knee, sliding the foot down the wall, and then the other. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a nice hug. Find your way onto your right side. Support your head with your arm. Pausing for a minute. Enjoying this last moment of stillness. And when you feel ready, let's keep the eyes closed and nice and easy. Press into our palms. Lift ourselves up. And we'll find our way into a comfortable seated position. We'll bring the hands to heart center. And then bow your forehead down towards your fingertips. Taking a moment to honor your practice with love and gratitude. Thank you guys for letting me guide you through your practice. I hope you're feeling nice and calm and relaxed, and it helps to unwind from your day. And hopefully we'll all be seeing each other very soon. Namaste.